like I said earlier, I've been kind of used to the physicality and athleticism I've been playing up for most of my life anyway. So, I mean, obviously it's a different gap going into college and the Big Ten, but I think that's been the main focus, and it's been a pretty smooth transition. So, I mean, I think a couple games in, I won't be too worried about it.
What's it going to be like, you think, with your name on your back and the success your brothers had and your dad had athletically too, to try to live up to the name? You get caught up in that, or can you?
I try not to, but again, I kind of have to notice it, where I came from and where my roots are. So, I mean, obviously it's in my back of my mind, but I try not to have it overshadow my mind and just take one day at a time.
What's the adjustment like to the pace? Because you guys do love playing at a really fast pace. Has it been easy? Has it been natural? Has it been difficult?
I think it's been pretty natural. In high school, we kind of ran the same transition offense, honestly. So I'm used to pushing the ball as quick as I can and try to find open teammates. And like I said, it's easy to have Pete spot up and you just hit them in transition. That's an easy three. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, the transition game is pretty much what I played in high school.
Having the guys you do, the athletes that you do, Tyler, as you said, Pete, and Dominic, and all those guys. I mean, has that been helpful in your position because of the push that you guys want to do?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, high school, I pretty much had to do it all on my own. I didn't really have much around me. But, I mean, obviously in college, there's a bunch of athletic, really skilled guys around me. So it makes me look better. I try to make them look better as well, and having athletic guys around me.
No one's really questioning your shooting, but your ball handling, has that been adequate? Have you really worked to improve that part of being the point guard?
Yeah, definitely. That was the main focus this summer, I think, is working on my ball handling, being more secure and more strong with the ball. Having Sewell on both of us competing for the starting spot, I think it kind of helps both of our ball handling. Just getting up into each other and really being strong with the ball. So.
When you and Christian are going at each other, is it in a scrimmage situation or is it a drill work? Or
I think it's just every single drill, every single second on the court. I mean, we're just competing for that spot. So it just adds a whole competitiveness to the entire practice. So
you're dealing with the ups and downs that you'll have as a freshman, especially first camp, first kind of getting ready. How have you dealt with those?
What did you say? Sorry.
How have you dealt with those the ups and downs?
Again, I mean, we kind of had a tough practice on Tuesday, and I guess we kind of took a little step back. But you gotta really think about in the big picture. The next day, the sun's gonna rise. The next day, you just gotta learn from the past and live in the present, and just use what you're doing in the present and really take care of the future.
How often would you say that you've been working with the ones, with Pete, has it been more, less? I mean, as far as being the number one point guard.
I mean, there's not really I don't know. He said it.
Well, how often have you been the number one point guard, in practice?
Right. I mean, me and Steve will pretty much switch off every other day. It pretty much depends who works harder the day before you can put on the first team. So you kind of have to have that mindset going into the day that the team might switch the next day, whether how hard you work this day. So just have that mindset of going into each day.
And you guys are going to be switching off anyway. I mean, You might average 20, he might average 20, and so it's not. Is it just more of who opens the game and that's it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I guess it'll just depend on matchups and who's playing well each game. Like you said, anyone can go for 20. Honestly, anyone on this team. So.
Is that in a weird way a good thing to screw up now? When you have the ability to have time to fix it and get used to what the coaches want.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, that's what the coach has been saying from day one. There's going to be obviously 6 freshmen coming in. There's going to be mistakes made. I think the main thing is just learning from those mistakes each day and not letting that get down on you coming in the next day.